Hello, Legion, this is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Sid Meier's Civilization 6 in our Isle of God series. We just got Big Ben in the last episode. We're working on getting the Estado de Maracana, which will really help us get amenities. Oh, hush, Norway. Which will really help us get amenities throughout our cities, and that will kind of stabilize happiness and really allow us to focus on the final victory type. We've got some spies in play as well, and some policies that are making them stronger.
We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard. We choose to go to the moon in this decade.
Okay, so there's a couple of policies there that could help us with tourism, but I'm going to stick with what I've got for now until we've got more science. We might replace rationalism with a non-science related policy when our science improves, or maybe when we are done with the tech tree. But for now, like I said last episode, I'm actually going to finish looking into other government types so that I can have the choice between the three and maybe reconsider that in a bit. All right, what military policy did we lose? 15% production towards space race projects. That's nice. We're not doing space race projects yet, though. Was it the +1 movement? No, logistics is right here. +1 movement is starting to turn in friendly territory. Let's do that one, because let's see if there's a Civilopedia entry on logistics. No, it doesn't say anything more. I'm curious if it applies just to military units. I've always been curious about that. Or if it applies to any units. You know? It's just something that I wonder. Okay, this is our quartermaster. You keep counter-spying in the Holy District, and I will be happy. And you keep stealing great works from Sparta, please. Right, we can get a Guitarja artifact or a Barbarian artifact. Let's get a Guitarja artifact. An Aspis. It's a classical artifact. Quite nice. 7 turns away from the Eiffel Tower and from the Estado de Maracana at once, so we're going to have a couple of wonders, maybe finish at once. Production mechanics in Civ 6 can be funny. You know, they'll tell you they're taking the same amount of turns, but not necessarily. We're also building Broadway in Baltimore. Successfully acquired Time Machine from Athens. Oh, that's fantastic. So, hang on. What do we have here? Takes no time to establish presence, steal technology, siphon funds. I like taking no time to establish presence, because we need to be able to move our spies around quickly in the endgame, so we'll focus on that. Now, hopefully the amenity problem we're facing will go away here before long, but an aerodrome could be handy here. Now let's have an aerodrome so that units can fly from here to here quickly. Plus, that's a production boost. Okay, I need you supporting Baltimore. We need a couple of traders over there. I'm okay with keeping that one there, though. And let's go to the next turn. Well, you need to stop talking smack, Sparta, because you could very well find yourself the target of a war declaration if you don't. No, Norway keeps trying to trade me for stuff that I really have no interest in trading whatsoever. Okay, that sounds like a happy sound. Let's go ahead and buy a workshop in Padang. And then can we also buy a factory? Yes, we can. Instant better production in neighboring cities. Well, that we're already getting a boost from another type of building. So that's still a win. And I could go for another power plant. Or I could do a commercial hub for more gold. I could do a seaport for more food. And housing, for that matter. Could also do a campus, but there's not really a good spot for a campus. So why don't we do a spaceport? There we go. I'm going to put this trader up in Baltimore as well. If we can get Broadway done a little bit sooner, that would be ideal. Yep, you trade with Washington, please. And we have another Guitarja artifact, a mask. So we've got lots of artifacts from our civilization now. Let's see, does this trader need to be here still? There's actually not a Palembang trade route, so yeah, let's go ahead and keep that route going. Alright, so this is our spy that takes no time to establish presence. Let's keep stealing great works from Sparta. We have a couple of spies working on that in 2 of our major cities. Alright, Hanifa has gained some sources. I could steal a tech boost or disrupt rocketry. Let's go ahead and go for disrupting rocketry. We have a 74% chance of success, 21 chance of failure, 5% chance for being captured, killed. I think I'll take it. Okay, Greece has launched the Earth satellite. There are definitely civilizations ahead of us in the science game.
Many of us take
it's almost like
better
that hasn't been
care
our
of
focus.
automobiles than we do of our own bodies. Yet the auto has replaceable parts.
Infantry. Upgrades farm improvements to mechanized agriculture. Yep, +1 food, adjacency bonus for every farm improvement they are adjacent to. So that'll help with growth a lot, especially in cities like Jambi.
Men, their rights, and nothing more. Women?
Okay. Maybe we don't need fascism so much. I mean, the 20% bonus on unit production is good, but we haven't been to war a lot. And I kind of want to go for communism, but yeah, see, communism wouldn't fix our issue. We would get one less wildcard slot. Well, we would gain two economic policies and lose a wildcard slot. So we could do more with communism. We could. Hmm. %10 bonus to all production is slightly better as well. I think this might be the better way to go. Let's go for communism. I usually do communism in my Civ games. But hang on, what did we just lose? But I went for fascism because I thought I'd be fighting, but now I'm thinking about it a little bit more. Let's see. Wars of religion, combat strength when fighting civilizations that follow other religion. Yeah, let's go for that. We're going to replace logistics. Okay, now why? Yeah, we need this science one back. And now we have room for an additional economics policy. I could triple my tourism from great works of music. I could double my tourism from great works of art and artifacts, which I do have a good bit. So why don't I do that as a way of capitalizing on all the stealing we've been doing from Gorgo. Alright, now I have access to all those. Let's go for rapid deployment. And then we'll be almost at the end of the civics tree. 4 turns away from the Estadio de Manacana and the Eiffel Tower. Looks like 15 turns from Cristo Redentor and from Broadway. And there actually should be a city. Let's take a look around really quickly. There should be a city where we can purchase. We need to get some research labs for sure. But first things first. Yeah, see, we can do a broadcast center in Ternate, and that allows us to transfer that guy down. Yep. All right, so we got some more production for Broadway. That's 14 turns away now, not 15. Okay. Gorgo's not happy, probably because she secretly knows that I'm stealing all of her great works. That's the real reason. It's going to be nice to have production back in these 2 cities as well, because these are production powerhouses. They have so many kampungs nearby. Okay. We've got yet another great work, and there are no more great works in Sparta to be stolen. So let's go ahead and disrupt rocketry now. Mess with her a little bit that way. And then I will go ahead and buy a research lab here in Boston, because we are not doing a good job of keeping up in that regard. And we're almost at the end of the tech tree anyway, so let's see. A settler would be a good idea. Let's go ahead and start getting settlers ready. Progress towards nuclear proliferation, is that what it was? Or nuclear program has been boosted. By what? Oh, we built a research lab, of course. Alvarada. All right, so that's another great work of music. It's not going to help with the bonus we just set up in our policies, but otherwise good. Still 3 turns away from these next 2 wonders. And we may get to these before the end of the episode, depending on how quickly we cruise through the next turns. Charleston, you can build... Tell you what, why don't you just buy a builder? Because there's tiles that need some love out there. And it looks like the next best thing would be a zoo for you. And we've got some lumber tiles that need to be improved. Should considerably boost production. I'm really hoping this has a nice positive impact when it's done. Maracana is a useful building to have. Let's go for a bank in Chicago. And then... Yep. We'll get a Kampung there. Oh, wow. She wants me to give some of her great works back. She's figured out where they are. You're the worst kind of flood. When you deign to show up, you cover everything you touch in muck. Okay. Thanks. I haven't really been a warmonger for a while, but if you want to be mean and denounce me, go ahead. We're now just 11 turns away from Broadway, 13 away from Cristo Redentor, but we're almost done with these 2.
Down through its history,
Yes.
only 3 people have managed to silence the Maracana. The Pope, Frank Sinatra, and me. I ought to be jealous of the tower. She is more famous than I am.
All right, so 2 things that just helped a lot. I mean, the Eiffel Tower with culture, because all of our tiles now have more appeal. People want to just see our civilization more, because we have that. But also, I'm going to ignore that request. So we have stolen something from the city of Athens undetected. So this... Oh, good. Okay, so you can disrupt rocketry. Let's definitely give you that ability. And we're going to need to send you to probably Poland, I would imagine. Okay, so Majapahit is done. I kind of want to build a settler. Let's do that. It's just going to take 2 turns. It's a big city, so we can afford to build a settler. Let's get a shipyard just bought in Jambi. And then how about we... Yeah, let's do a power plant there as well. Need a production powerhouse as much as possible. Let's do a military academy in Ternate, followed by... Could you benefit from another builder? Yes, you could. Oh, damn. We actually lost... She had a 5% chance of dying in that, and she managed to die. Wow. Okay, well, we need to build another spy. That's a shame. All right, so I want to move you to a city that is actually building something important. Why don't I put the spy back down in Washington? Yep, Kampung there. Palembang there. Okay, new spy. We definitely need to put you in Wrocław. We're still going to try and stop her space program. Yeah, I get it, Poland. I understand. You're not happy that I'm trying to stop you from winning the game. Heaven forbid I be competitive as a player. Sorry you're not happy about it.
In the hierarchy of the major poetic substances,
okay, good.
Plastic figures as a disgraced material, lost between the effusiveness of... In the hierarchy of the major poetic substances, a good plan violently executed.
Oh wow, we just
right
finished
now
a civic and
is
attack.
far better than a perfect plan.
Yeah, production bonus towards the current units. That's fine. That's why we had to change that one. Okay, so now I have options for new technologies. Let's go straight for the moon landing, because that's what's going to give us the biggest culture boost as well. Speaking of that, let's have a quick look. We are not... I mean, we're gaining. We need this number to be lower than Gorgos, but we're still behind Jadwiga. Well, I'm sorry, I stated that wrong. I mean, it's the wrong way to put it. I know what I'm looking for, but what we need is to have more tourists than Gorga. So we're still behind Jadwiga. We're catching up. We need to do even better, though. So we might need to do some builders and have some coastal resorts built on our high appeal tiles. our highest appeal, maybe. +2 gold to plantations? Yes, please. I'll take that. Start working on that. That'll be done in 5 turns. And then definitely just build a research lab in Majapahit. Yeah, we need to put a city up there for obvious reasons. I could put it on top of the antiquity site and really be in range of a ton of sea resources. But then the... Yeah, see, now I'm not thrilled about this. Because I want that antiquity... I want that artifact. And I'm not sure I can get it. All right, Washington... Trade with Ternate. And then you can trade with Baltimore. Okay, so steel tech boost, not as important. Let's go ahead and send you to Gdansk, because we need to stop your spaceports wherever they are. And it looks like we do have another great work heist here. And what are you good at? Disrupting rocketry? You know, just keep stealing great works from Sparta. That's going to be the most important thing for a bit. We've stolen most of them. We need to keep taking them. We also need to make sure we keep building... I get it. Yeah, you don't like me. That's fine. What's... Alright, we still have room for more, but we need to... We actually don't have anything themed right now. We could do a lot better if we had some themed museums. We'll have to take a look at that this turn. Let's focus on some other stuff first. We can, of course, purchase any naval units we want with faith because of our civilization, which is amazing. Let's go for the seaport in Ternate for now. Well, is there a good spot for a campus? Or a holy site, for that matter? Yeah, there's a great spot for a holy site. Tell you what, let's go ahead and get that holy site built in Ternate. A little bit late in the game for a holy site, but we are a very faith-based civilization, so I'm going to do it anyway. Yeah, you keep that trade route going. I don't mind that you have that extra production. And this builder, let's see, how much appeal? 4? 7? See, if we put a seaside resort anywhere, it probably needs to be there. But the thing is, there's also that cattle. So, yeah, I think the first thing we need to do with this builder is just get out and build some kampungs. Because there's a number of them near Ternate that can be built. Sparta's moving some units, not sure what they're doing. We need to get a settler down here. We were discussing in a previous episode where exactly we were going to put it. Let's see, do we want to put a city here first and then down there? Or no, let's go straight for that awesome spot. That city, that's such a good city. If we can get some builders down there, that actually will be a viable part of the empire by the end of the game. It will be. It's that good of a location. All right, Boston needs a broadcast center. Culturally, let's see how we're doing. We are a little bit behind Jadwiga. Science-wise, they are working on the final text, but we are slowing them down, for sure. So... I need to start putting out some builders pretty soon. I need to build a district in Boston, though. We already have an industrial zone here, right? Or do we not? Do we not? In this area? Do we not have one for Washington? I thought we did. I don't see one, though. I really don't. That's an encampment. Yeah, there's not an industrial zone in the area. Holy crap. I can put one right there, and it would be... Yeah, let's do that. That's awesome. That is amazing. Okay, so... This trader in Jambi... what are we looking at? 6 turns away from Broadway, 7 turns away from Cristo Redentor. How much support does Baltimore have? And how much support does Washington have? Still several. Still several. Why don't we... New York is not growing fast enough for my taste. I'm going to put another trader up there just to help that city get faster. All right, this is our quartermaster. Counter spy in the Holy District. Holy Site, whatever it's called. That thing. Sparta, what you doing? Oh, they're sending reinforcements over to Argos and Ephesus. Maybe they're at war with, whomacall it? With a Monitor. Nubia's trading with Norway. Norway's just declared war on Greece. Nubia's declared war on Greece. Yep, they are, in fact, at war. So they are all going at it. Let's get some kampungs built in Ternate. New York, why don't you trade with Washington for that 4-4 bonus? How very appropriate that they trade with Washington. And then we'll get that farm tile improved. Okay, so this is our cat burglar. But they still... Let's gain sources first. But they can do a pretty good job in that city. Let's go ahead and disrupt rocketry here as well. Same chance of death, which I'm a little bit annoyed / nervous about. 6 turns away from Cristo Redentor. 5 turns away from Broadway. I think we're going to get both. We've really gotten a number of the endgame wonders. It's surprising.
To fly, he'd make it easier to get to the airport.
Okay, New York is done with their... Oh, I think we lost Valletta. Yep, we lost Valletta by 1 envoy. So we can't buy some of these buildings with faith anymore, unfortunately. Let's go for a stable in New York. We can, however, still buy some of the other stuff. And we have lots of gold. So stock exchange, I could buy outright, or build outright for that matter. Let's do an archaeologist, though, because there's still some... Yeah, we sent that settler up there, and I want to put the settler there, but we need the archaeologist. Hang on, Chicago, are you on production focus? Hold that thought. Do a builder instead. Let me look around for a second. Is there a better city? Is there a city that has an archaeology museum that I have not yet built an archaeologist aside from Chicago? It does not appear so. Nope. Archaeologist it is then. That's a shame. But what I can do is go ahead and buy a builder here. And maybe speed up production a little bit in that area, and I want to get that archaeologist up there to get that antiquity site so that we can settle that spot. It's going to take a while because that settler's already waiting, but I just think that's the worthwhile choice to make. Another kampung there. You know, I'm a little surprised. The game was saying, we'll have to take a look at the kampung stats in a second, and I still need to look at my theming as well before I end this episode. No. I'm a little surprised. The game was saying that the kampung leveled up throughout the ages, but I'm not really seeing any changes in that. Okay, so we've got another Spartan great work, and we've entered the information era as well. Knowledge of robotics has advanced considerably.
One day there will be no borders, no boundaries, no flags, and no countries, and the only passport will be the heart.
10% science per city-state you are the suzerain of. We're only suzerain of 1 city-state right now, so that's a negative. Let's go for social media. Let's also take a quick look at how we're doing culturally, because we have done some stuff to try and catch up. All right, we are beating Jadwiga, and we're catching up to Gorgo, but at least we're competitive in the culture game now. Let's see. We no longer have our trade bonus. Yeah, it's a shame. We have to do international trade routes now in order to get production in gold. But I mean, that's still, at this point, that might be the better thing to do, especially to spread religion. So let's go ahead and go for that, because that's going to give us gold and production in all of our cities, which is actually good. And I believe there's another trade policy that could benefit us. Let's see. I don't see it. Maybe that's the one I was thinking of, but I felt like there's another one. All right, let's confirm that. So we don't have as much gold income at the moment, but it'll get better quite soon. Looks like we've got a spot for a coastal resort there. Breathtaking. Level 4 breathtaking. That's not the most breathtaking in the game, but still nice. It's breathtaking, but it's not that breathtaking. It's not often you think of degrees of breathtakingness. Okay, so it looks like this spy was stealing some great works here. So what I need to do with you, you are our rocket scientist. So you're the one that needs to be in, I guess, I've already got a spy there. What about Gdansk? I've already got a spy there. Let's put you in Bedgusht. Okay. I'm going to play through this episode until we get Broadway and Cristo Redentor. Yep, let's build the airport in Majapahit. We can do the broadcast center in Charleston. Just to generate more culture, which helps with everything. Let's promote you. I have a number of promotions to do. There's also policies that I can buy in order to make these cheaper. All right, we got a level 4 infantry unit there. Looks like amenities are okay in this area now. So maybe seaports, just to help Charleston continue to settle in as a strong city. Definitely a power plant in Badung to help cities in this area. And then, oh good, our settlers arrived down here. Let's go ahead and found Banjarmasin, which we will then buy a builder for. We had just enough. And we are not suzerain of Valletta, so we can't buy the basic buildings with faith, unfortunately. We're going to need to wait until we have more envoys, which could be a while. So what I'm going to have to do is just build a granary outright. Meanwhile, the builder can improve some of these tiles. I'm going to skip that settler's turn. Yeah, we're 2 turns away from this now. Lots of good stuff finishing up. Cities are now producing stuff very quickly. We've got some networks of districts kind of boosting cities with amenities, with production.
There's no business
Hey,
like
Broadway.
show business.
That seemed a little bit cut short. Maybe they originally recorded a longer quote. Irving Berlin. Annie, get your gun. Excellent. Your knowledge of advanced ballistics has advanced considerably. So, what do we have? Oh, great general. Nice. Instantly creates a modern anti-tank unit with 1 promotion level, or I can just, have him as a great general when I have to go to war with someone to stop them from winning the game. Okay. Jambi is an example of a city that is mostly done. Looks like they have room for another district, which I could throw down. Don't really need a campus district at this point, but we could put one there. There are some policies which will give us additional gold for campus districts, so that can help our economy a good bit. All right, Baltimore is done with its wonder, so there's no other wonders that I need to be building there right now. What if I were to just build another campus? No. We've already got an aerodrome building there. Yeah, just do a seaport for Baltimore. That's fine by me. And then this great general, let's transfer you over to Ternate, please. Create that caravel to an ironclad. Really, just an ironclad right now. That's all I have. Surprising. Okay, I'm pretty sure I already have spices, so I'm just going to get in the water and start improving these fellas. 5 turns away from that archaeologist. Couldn't get here soon enough. All right, why don't you go ahead and gain sources first before you disrupt rocketry? Well, you got a 90% chance. Just do it. Just do it. I believe in you. Same with you. Go for it. All right, so we just started 2 rocketry disruption missions, and it looks like Cristo Redentor is about to finish. And before I end this episode, I'm going to look at my theming bonuses to see if there's anything we can do there. And then I think we'll have the culture victory kind of protected.
The sculpture serves to give people one thought. Everything is in God's hands.
Okay. So, really quick. Tourism output from relics in holy cities is not diminished by other civilizations who have researched the Enlightenment civic, and this doubles tourism output of seaside resorts across your civilization. So we need to have seaside resorts, basically. We need to start building them ridiculously right now. But let's see. What else were we going to look at? That's right, Broadway. What did Broadway do for us? So just extra culture in that one city. And then extra great writer points and some slots for works of writing and works of music. Speaking of that, did I have a great person waiting to be? No, I don't. Okay, let's take a look at our museums and what our varying theming bonuses are. Same type from different artists. So we need sculptures here. And all of these are from Marianne Collot. Same type from different artists. Artifacts of the same era from different civilizations. Same era, different civilizations. Interesting. So I don't have as much theming-wise as I thought I would. We still have work to do there, so we'll work on that. Let's see, we have a new spy, or this spy just finished in Wrocław. Very good. So, oh man. I mean, I guess recruit partisans, if we really want to wreak havoc with our spies, that's the promotion I want to go for, but none of those I would consider a particularly good promotion. None of them, really. Let's get a builder ready so we can send them up there to help with that city when the archaeologist is done. Washington needs to build a broadcast center as well, don't you? Let's go ahead and get that done. Followed by a stock exchange. So amenities seem to be much less of an issue across the territory now. You're kidding me. That's the spy that we just promoted. All right, we'll see if Poland is willing to give up anything. Make deal. Oh, God. Okay, well, we just lost a spy to Poland. That's unfortunate. I will stop this episode here. In the next one, that's diminishing. That's frustrating. We're going to... a lot of our cities are more or less done. We still have some things to build in the outer cities that we've established, but we can start really building some... we can start training up some of the religious units we're going to need to spread into other civilizations quickly and do some religious combat. So lots of apostles. We'll have a lot of religious combat towards the end here. Let's take a quick look at victory progress to see how things are looking. Jadwiga is progressing towards the third stage. She's the only one doing so. However, the other civs have done some research, and one has completed the moon landing. 2 are working on it. No others have researched it. We have surpassed Jadwiga, and we are close to surpassing Gorgo. We need 253 tourists specifically in order to, and right now we have 244, in order to be on top in the culture game. And I think we'll get it. I think we will, especially once we get some coastal resorts built. But for now, I will stop this recording here. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes are coming out every day at noon Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.